Hey there, I'm Christy Wilhelmi from Gardenerd. A while ago I posted a reel on Instagram that went viral about saving carrot seeds, and there were some comments, kind of a lot of comments, that were saying you can't save seed, it's illegal. And today I want to address that issue. I think the first thing I need to say is there are seed saving laws, and most of them don't apply to home gardeners. Most of them were written for a couple of categories of seeds and farmers who grow them. So let's start there. I have done lessons in other videos about the difference between heirloom, open pollinated, hybrid, and genetically engineered seed. The first three are available to home gardeners. There is maybe one or two, at the time of this recording, one or two genetically engineered seeds available to home gardeners, but almost entirely that market is for farmers, commercial farmers. And commercial farmers must either sign a document or agree to the document that's stapled to the bag that they're about to open, to a statement that says that they will not save this patented seed. Now let's talk about patented seeds. So I have here an explanation from the Texas A&M AgriLife Extension publication. There are really two laws that affect seed saving. One is the Plant Protection Act, PPA, from the 1930s, and the other is from the 1970s, and that's called the Plant Variety Protection Act. Let me read you a little excerpt from this Texas A&M AgriLife Extension publication. The U.S. Department of Agriculture administers the PVPA, which expanded upon the PPA, that's the Plant Protection Act, offering broader protection, including protections for asexually produced plants. In addition, the PVPA requires that the seed be new, distinct, uniform, and stable. Plant breeders can obtain PVPA certificates. This certificate provides the holder with the right to exclude others from selling, marketing, offering for sale, reproducing, consigning, exchanging, importing, or using a variety in the production of hybrid or different varieties for 20 years. So these patents hold for 20 years. This means that generally a farmer who produces PVPA protected seed may not save or sell harvested seed for planting purposes. However, there are two exemptions. First, one exemption allows the replanting of seeds for research and development for new seed varieties. Second, a seed saving exemption exists. Farmers who lawfully purchase PVPA seeds are permitted to save enough harvested seed to replant their own property no larger than the area planted initially. Importantly, farmers may not sell or otherwise transfer the saved seed to others for reproductive purposes. In other words, a farmer could sell the amount of seed they used to plant the initial acreage to be fed to animals, but the purchaser may not plant the saved seed. As a home gardener, you have options. You're used to buying your seeds from catalogs like these, and there are really clear definitions inside about whether something is heirloom, open pollinated, or hybrid. You're not going to find any genetic engineered seed in these catalogs. A hybrid seed is labeled as F1, and if it's labeled as F1, that means it's been cross-pollinated in a controlled environment where we're crossing two parent plants to get the result. Now, you've heard me from other videos saying that if you try and plant out the result of an F1, if you've grown a seed and you save it and it's an F1, that seed won't breed true to type. Seeds that are hybrids are wild cards. They revert back to something in their genetic makeup, and you end up with something that's very different from the original seed you tried to grow if you save those seeds and try to grow them out. Now, it is possible to stabilize a hybrid, but it takes 7 generations to do that. You grow it out, you save it, you grow it out, you save it, and each time you're selecting for the thing that actually turned out the way it was supposed to, which may or may not happen. But eventually, you can grow it out to the point where it becomes open pollinated again. And the genetics are going to be at that point very different from the F1 that you saved. Sometimes you'll see in a seed catalog, like in Johnny's, which is created mostly for farmers, you'll see something that says, for example, Salanova. Salanova lettuces are very popular these days. A lot of chefs are using them in restaurants, so a lot of home gardeners want to grow it. Those are all, the entire line of Salanova, which is trademarked, by the way, lettuces have been patented, and it says on their description that they are plant variety protected, and that's for 25 to 30 years. Sometimes a seed won't be labeled as an F1, but it will have the words like utility patent granted or plant protected. But if you want to save seeds and grow them out yourself, stick to heirloom and open pollinated varieties. Remember, heirlooms are open pollinated varieties, and open pollinated means that you can save the seed and it will grow, you can grow it out, and it will grow up to be very, very much like its parent. Heirloom and open pollinated seeds can't be patented because they don't have a unique genetic trait that is new. So by nature, they can't be patented. So if you want to avoid all of this, just grow heirloom and open pollinated varieties, and then you can save seeds to your heart's content. There are tens of thousands of heirloom and open pollinated varieties available for you as a home gardener, and here at Gardenerd headquarters, it's the only thing we grow. I have seed jar upon seed jar for both fall and spring and summer plantings. Hundreds of varieties, not one of them is an F1. In fact, if you want to learn how to save seeds, the best people to learn from are the folks at Seed Savers Exchange. In fact, they've written this book called The Seed Garden that tells you all about how to save seeds from each variety and what they require. Check it out. And one more thing I just want to say, if you are a home gardener and you have a small gardening space, your seeds can last you a long time. I have seeds that I've grown out for 20 years from the same seed packet, and it's all about seed storage. I've done a video on how to store your seeds properly, and with that advice, you'll be able to keep your existing seed collection viable for a very long time. I hope this clarifies your questions about whether or not it's legal to save seeds in the United States, because it is. It just depends on what kind of seeds you can save. For more information about seed saving, go to gardenerd.com, and I hope you like this video. Share it with your friends, especially the ones who posted that it's illegal to save seed on Instagram. Hey, consider becoming a Patreon subscriber to support all the free stuff that we do here at Gardenerd. I want to keep doing these videos, and I need your support to do that. So check it out at patreon.com/gardenerd. Also, check out my books for more about seed saving, Gardening for Geeks, Grow Your Own Mini Fruit Garden, and check out my novel, Garden Variety. Happy gardening!